Rex, I'm sorry for offending you before.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
Yes, we do.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Oh, so you knew him, huh?
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
Okay.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
Okay, so you were one of his soldiers, I suppose?
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
Saw Saren? Doing something? What was he doing?
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
Huh. What was he doing in that ship? Why was he being a creepy weirdo?
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
What did he want? Maybe it was something to do with the crew instead of the cargo. So I don't know what kind of crew they were.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
Would he be interested in the Volus? They don't seem to be particularly, well, useful. Just like a bunch of merchants. Huh.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
I wonder if these are going to relate back to our previous conversation with him. If so, I'll skip this again.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Yep, just a bunch of repeats there. I wonder why it gives you the option to just ask the same questions that you've already asked. Because in most games I think it would just take away those options, but in this one it leaves them. Anyway, Ashley.
Commander, you have a minute to talk?
Sure. What's on your mind?
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens.
Are you a
the Carrion and
racist?
Rex.
A
With
speciest?
all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
Is there aliens? I mean, I guess I should go with this one.
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You're out of line. That seems like it might be a renegade option. Let's see, you don't trust them, you can't combine them. Yeah, you don't trust aliens?
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, I mean, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
I don't know. I'm starting to see what people were saying about her. Because there were a whole bunch of comments as soon as I got her on my team that I wasn't going to like her. And she does seem a little bit space racist. Spacist.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
I mean, they seem, at least the ones we've got, they seem fine. Like, Rex, I'm sure I can trust him. He just seems very straightforward. He might be a mercenary, but I mean, we're not paying him or anything. He joined us on his own free will. I don't know, I still need to talk to Garrus and find out more about him.
You've got a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
Has some alien hurt you before? Do you have an alien boyfriend who dumped you for another alien?
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
Just shut up. Let's ask questions about her.
It doesn't sound like you've worked with aliens before.
No, sir. Mainly I've been groundside, part of the surface garrison forces. I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
You know, we're gonna have to get you used to these aliens, because you're gonna be working with them.
That's odd. Your record is spotless and your technical scores are exemplary. You should be serving with the fleet.
Anyway, that's why I haven't served with many aliens, Commander.
There's something up there. What's going on?
I never knew my family. Grew up an orphan on Earth. Anybody in your family I'd have heard of?
Couldn't say, Commander. So why are you out here? Just trying to get away from Earth?
To see space.
No. The future of humanity is out here. There's so much we haven't seen yet.
Yeah. I still remember my first field exercise on Titan. When we hit mud, the reality hit me. I'm the first person who ever stood here. Then my drill instructor kicked me in the ass. I went face first into the muck. He spent the next 5 minutes chewing me out for gold bricking.
Gold bricking?
Don't tell me you had Gunny Ellison. He's the only one I know who uses that word to describe shirking duty.
Oh, Lord. You went to the Makapog boot camp, too? Yeah. Gunny Ellison's still reaming out recruits down there. Kicking ass and using words like inveigle and pusillanimous.
If I say I understand your feelings, is that just going to be like I'm like empathizing but don't necessarily agree?
All right. I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're going to have to work with aliens, like it or not.
Okay, good diplomatic answer.
Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
What about me? No, just thanks.
I don't think kissing Turians will be necessary.
You never know, Commander.
How are we doing? Does that ask, like, how she thinks of all the mission and stuff we've got going on?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Okay.
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I don't know. Family can often be estranged.
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least, I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad.
Yeah, she actually does seem like she'd be
ask her
bad.
about her sex life? Might be illuminating.
In a way, I've kind of roundabout heard about that. Not directly hers, but just how it works. Don't be cruel. Come on, calm down.
I don't think she's used to teasing.
Yeah,
Good
she doesn't
natured or
pick up on
otherwise.
jokes.
No fun, Commander. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
What are we gonna get for Can We Talk? Is that gonna be just circling back around to the conversation we just had?
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duty squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Alright.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Alright, Garrus.
Commander, how are you?
Did I ask this already last time? I think I might have.
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
Understandably, yeah.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
Oh, so you were up to be a Spectre.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
Well, most Turians don't like humans anyway.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
Oh. I leveled up for giving him advice about following the rules. Oh, do you have armor?
Looking for supplies?
Yes. Yes!
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Give me some armor. So I gotta do light armor. Pistol, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I can afford that. Scorpion 4. Can I compare? Yes, I can. 18. Shield, 156. Okay. So... Ow, Scorpion 1. That's quite an upgrade. You know, I need it, so I'm just gonna have to do it. It'll be nice to have more shields, too, because, you know, I don't want them actually getting through and having real damage done to me. Okay, there it went. Let's put it on! Oh, so much better. Yes. What upgrade do I have on here? Shock absorbers, physics, plus shields. That'll be good. Damage protection, shock absorbers. I got a lot of crap here. It would be good to have first aid too, just to get my health going back up. That way, if I need to, I can kind of hide somewhere while my health increases. Yeah, I think I'll go with first aid. Onyx. I wonder what the difference is between the Onyx and the Scorpion armors. I wish it would give a little, like, tooltip as you hover over it. I know it's not recording my mouse, but if I were to hover over it where you can see. I'm also gonna look at my weapons to see what I've got, so may or may not need to change things out. Okay, I chose a couple other weapons, like I upgraded my sniper to Hammer 2, which was, before it was Hammer 1. I think I also changed, yeah, Hurricane to Hurricane 3. And if anyone out there has any recommendations for armor or weaponry or whatever that I might be using, you know, please feel free to let me know, because there are a lot of choices.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Hey, you sound a little upset. What's going on?
Are you okay?
One of the answers was, like, I need this.
No. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me. Especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
I'm kind of like that. I need noise to sleep. If it's too quiet, I just can't.
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Yeah, you're homesick.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
I wonder if we'll ever get the chance to go to the flotilla. It would be interesting to see. Also, does she ever... I know that it's because of her her immune system and all that, but I wonder if she ever takes that off. Because I'm curious what her species looks like.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
Okay, and those are all the things that I've asked about before, so...
I should go.
See you later.
Engineer. How are things going?
Something I can do for you, Commander.
I think I've already asked those
Carry
things.
on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Alright, let's head back up. Alright, is there anyone on the main deck that I want to talk to? Oh, I'm not even on the main deck yet. Oop, I need to go back up this way. So I guess I could talk to, what's his name? Presley? I wonder if he'd have anything new to say. Maybe Joker. No, nope, none of you people. What's this? Oh, Codex.
Yes, Commander?
Nothing.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Come on, Joker's gotta have something. If not, then I guess we're just gonna pack up and go to the next place.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I, pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours. Fun.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
The thing about the shaving, that makes sense, because, you know, you're not supposed to actually have a beard when you're in the military. So, I'm surprised I didn't even think to question why he had one, but I guess he's on kind of like a secret mission or whatever, so he can sort of get away with it. I've already asked those questions. I guess, tell me how the ship's doing. Yeah, I think I asked that last time.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Oh, there's something there. Can I get this one too? No? Nothing? Alright. Next is either Novaria or Pharos. So, I'll just see which one I pick. I don't remember which one goes to what. So we were on Therum, which was part of Artemis Tau. So we can go to Pharos or Novaria. Well, Pharos is a mostly straight shot. Oh man, look, and I can also go to these other ones. Oh, there's so many choices. Will I have to go to those eventually? So anyone who's played the game, will I have to go to those eventually, or should I just stop and explore now? I mean, I'm gonna go to Pharos first, but let me know. So we're at Attican Beta, there's Hercules, and there's Pharos. So let's look at Hercules first.
Message coming in.
Uh-oh.
Patching it through.
Normandy, this is Alliance Command. We're detecting your presence in the Attican Beta cluster. One of our surveillance drones was gathering intel on Geth activities in the region when it was spotted and shot down. You need to go groundside and recover the drone's data module before the Geth find it.
I suppose that's going to be somewhere in this system then. Zataurus. Zataurus is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with high-level decks. Interesting way to put that. High-level decks of sulfur clouds. A layer of hydrocarbons has formed deeper in the atmosphere. Vast electrical storm fronts can be seen flickering across the dark side. Heavy metal. Oh, gold. It's not bad. Elitania. Oh, this is one we can actually land on. I'm gonna come back to that then. How do you say that? Ciaded? The proximity of the energetic star Hercules causes constant blue and violet aurorae in Ciaded's nitrogen-argon atmosphere. During periods of increased solar flares, the aurorae are bright enough to read by on the surface. That's crazy that it'd be that bright. And can be seen with off-the-shelf optics from a distance of several AU. Ciaded's scorching hot surface is mainly composed of magnesium with deposits of iron. A surprising variety of simple carbon-based life flourishes in a complex network of cave systems that wind through the crust, protected from Hercules' heat and radiation. It all lives underground though, so interesting. Medallion recovered. While scanning Ciaded, you discovered a large debris field in geosynchronous orbit. Chief Engineer Adams conducted several detailed sweeps of the area and detected a few items of interest, including a League of One medallion encased in lead molding. Next is Zaphoron. Zaphoron is a small rock planet with a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfide. Ooh, that would stink. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of sulfur with deposits of boron. 388 Celsius. Ooh. No thank you. Alright, we're gonna go down to Elitania. Level 1 Toxic Hazard. Elitania appears to be a world eminently suited for colonization. Sadly, appearances are deceiving. It is covered by a verdant carpet of mosses, algae, and lichen, and possesses a thick, oxygenated atmosphere. But the animal kingdom is a web of microscopic symbiotic creatures. These are impossible to filter from the air and necessary for the native life to thrive. Unfortunately, they also cause anaphylactic shock when inhaled by non-native life. In short, settlement requires either fully sealed environment suits or replacement of the entire world's ecosystem. Some have proposed limited colonization at altitudes above the symbiote's range, or in areas where favorable winds keep the air clear. I mean, other than that, I guess it would be a decent place to live. 1.2 Gs. I think that's a 70? No, 13 Celsius. I was going to say 70. That's kind of hot. 13 Celsius. 2.1 atmospheres. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, other than the anaphylactic shock.